I'd like to call the order of the town board. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fisher.
Here.
Trustee McDowell.
Here.
Trustee Deteen. Trustee McKinney.
Here.
Chairman Neal.
Here. And start with the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, please. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. I don't believe there's any agenda changes this evening. So is there a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting held on June 20th, 2017 at 6:30 p.m.?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? I have one item down on page 2 under Township van. She stated that the township will lease a van through Enterprise at $13 per day for 2 drivers. I wish that was the cost. It was actually $2,200 for the 6 weeks, plus $13 per day for 2 drivers. So we were actually having more than 2 drivers, but they waived the additional fees. So not a cheap endeavor, but just for that correction for the minutes. Are there any other corrections? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fisher.
Aye.
Trustee McDowell.
Aye.
Trustee McKinney.
Aye.
Chairman Neal.
Aye. Are there any citizens' comments this evening? None. Okay. Item 7 is authorized bills for payment. Trustee Deteen is making his way through the door, but we met this afternoon and reviewed the finances as well. Kudos to Trustee Fisher. He went through the financials and actually found where we had coded one of the bills incorrectly, and so we are having the accountant just fix that. It was put under staff salaries when it should have been under office supplies. So kudos to you, Trustee Fisher, for catching that. That was pretty awesome. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion?
Just a couple questions.
Yes.
Here.
Perfect timing.
I'm just looking, I just noticed that one of the purchases you made was for doTERRA oils, and just, could you explain that?
Sure, one of the things that we do in the front lobby of our office as a way to, because residents that come in, they're under really high stress levels. So one of the means that we use to try and reduce stress and create a calming environment is that we use oils in the lobby for that. We've had a lot of really positive feedback when it comes to that. So.
Yeah. And the frames, the diploma frames that you purchased, what was that for?
So that was Sandra Usher got her degree at the College of Lake County, and so we purchased frames for her to be able to display her diplomas as a congratulations and for that. So.
Okay, $210 for the frame.
Yeah. If you've ever gotten a diploma frame, they are not cheap. I have a hard time with that also, but it's a special frame for those.
Will she take that home with her when she's finished her employment at Township?
That's a good question. I would think that she wouldn't be able to. Although it's specific for the College of Lake County, so so I would think that, I never thought about it, but yeah, I would.
Something, yeah, I mean, those are
yeah.
the kind of things I think we need to think about.
Yeah, I agree. So when any employee gets another level of education, we provide them with the frame for their diploma, and they also get a 1% increase for their salary.
Oh, so that's a normal thing that we do?
So yes,
Okay.
yeah, we did that also for Adriana when she got her. Let me just check that before I say that. Make sure.
Do
that-
we give any funds to other food pantries beside Abiding Love?
No, we do not. They're the one that we have the partnership with in the community. And so when we have any family that's in need, we actually have a separate contract with them, or not contract, an agreement with them, that we can go over there any day of the week and they will get us food and we can bring it back for our residents.
Where is that located?
2929 Bethel, it's Ken Fielding's church.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they do a substantial job. They actually have a soup
I was
kitchen
just
and
gonna
a
suggest,
food
why don't
pantry.
we include Ken Fielding's church? I didn't know it was the name. of
That's a
providing
great
work.
idea. We should, okay, we will follow through on that.
Okay, that's all the questions I have.
Excellent, okay. I just want to check something really quick to make sure. Um, should page 21. I'll remove for like the other thing. Let me just check this. Yes, okay. So is there any other discussion about the financials? Trustee Deteen, did you want to say anything about?
I have one question. What is the drug testing counseling?
So our summer work program, we hire 35 youth.
Okay.
And we partner with NACASA. We do random drug testing with the kids. We drug test every one of the youth the first day of the program, and then do a random sample halfway through the program. And really proud to say that we had one student that came up positive that was already a client with NACASA that had not followed through on the program. And so being in our program, found out the reasons why they weren't able to follow through, and they since have followed through with the program, and they're doing awesome in our summer work program. So they were included in the random sample of the drug test for the second group, and NACASA could not believe that the individual actually came up negative. So because they said that there was no way that that kid would ever stop, and that he came up negative in the second round, they were blown away. So
Okay.
definitely a positive influence with that piece. Any other questions? Anything you want to add from our meeting today, or?
Where are we at today?
Oh, with the approving the financials.
Okay,
We have the motion and the second, and we're in the discussion.
okay.
Is there anything you want to add from?
Yes, I met with the supervisor this afternoon, and we went over all the bills. I had a few questions that were resolved quite quickly. So as a result of that, I respectfully request that the town board approve the bills amounting to $89,588.42.
It's been moved and seconded already.
Yep. Yeah, so clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fisher.
Aye.
Trustee McDowell.
Aye.
Trustee Deteen.
Aye.
Trustee McKinney.
Aye.
Chairman Neal.
Aye. The next item on the agenda is to open up a public hearing for the purpose of the appropriation ordinance of Township Design for fiscal year May 1st, 2017 through April 30th, 2018. So do we make a motion to open the public hearing? Is there a motion?
So moved?
Second?
Second.
Discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fisher.
Aye.
Trustee McDowell.
Aye.
Trustee Deteen.
Aye.
Trustee McKinney.
Aye.
Chairman Neal.
Aye. So, presenting the appropriation ordinance for this year, is there anybody that has any questions or comments in regards to that? Going once. Going twice.
Is there a copy of this budget and appropriation ordinance in the back for people to examine or not?
No.
Okay. So somebody would have to request this through a FOIA or just request?
Right,
it?
well, but the budget was online
Yeah.
and was available. So
Okay.
this is just
This is basically the
This
budget.
is the overview of that with just
Yeah.
the top line items that's saying that we're gonna be passing this budget.
Okay.
So that information was available with it, correct. Okay, discussion, clerk, please call the roll. Oh, wait, sorry, I got confused. All right, so if there are no comments for the public hearing, officially close the public hearing. And move on to item 9. Consider passing ordinance 2017-03, appropriation ordinance of Zion Township for fiscal year May 1st, 2017 through April 30, 2018. Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
Second?
Second?
Motion second. Any further discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fisher.
Aye.
Trustee McDowell.
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Trustee McKinney?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Item number 10, consider adoption of revised Zion Township Employee Handbook for Chairman Neal. There were just some minor changes that we made, mostly in wording and order. When Brittany Doxley came in as our business manager, she had wanted to make some better clarifications. But if you had a chance to read through the one item that I changed was in the prior employee manual under vacation, we had from 1 to 5 years, the individual got 2 weeks of vacation, 15 days. From 5 to 10 years, they got, 1 to 5 years, they got 10 days of vacation. 5 to 10 years, they got 15 days of vacation. For 10 to 15 years, they got 20 days of vacation. And then from 15 to 20 years, they got 25 years of days of vacation. And I scratched that. The maximum that an individual can get is 4 weeks vacation for as long as they work there, so.
So is that the only change to this?
It's the only substantial change. Most of it was just wording changes. I don't know that any of you read the one prior to it, so you wouldn't have known what the changes were, but hopefully you had a chance to just go through it. If there's any questions or concerns.
Who is subject to this employee manual?
All of the employees, and myself and Larry Wickets.
Okay.
So anybody that works for either of the townships. You can see on the opening page the number of revisions we've had. We haven't had one in a couple of years. The last one was December 10th, 2015. So did any of you have a chance to go through it?
Yeah, I went through.
Okay.
I didn't read it word for word, but I flipped through every page
Okay.
and kind of skimmed it. So that question, who's subject to this, and if you are, who do you report to? For example, in this manual, when you want to go on vacation, you submit a request to go on
No.
vacation. So who do
No.
you do that?
As an elected official, we aren't required to submit vacation. So, and I believe it's in here that Larry and I aren't subject to 15 days vacation.
Okay.
We are on call 24/7, and when we take time off, unfortunately, there have been elected officials that, well, we've had some elected officials that were MIA for a while, and there's no teeth in that. So you just hope that you elect
So you're
people that have
subject to this
integrity.
except for the vacation part of
And
it?
so if you look in the vacation, let's just go to that real quick. Vacation is page 22. So, let's see. This is because we recognize the importance of vacation time in providing the opportunity for rest, recreation, and personal activities. The township grants annual paid vacations to its full-time employees. Larry and I are not considered employees. We're elected.
Okay.
The amount of vacation to which an employee is entitled depends on the employee's length of service with the township. The following schedule is based on a full-time employee who works 40 hours per week and has worked for Zion Township for 1 calendar year. Full-time employees are eligible for 1 week of vacation after being employed 6 months. Each extra week will be awarded to the employee's anniversary date. Vacation days for each eligible full-time employee are awarded at the start of each new calendar year. They have to be approved by myself, schedule in advance. So yeah.
So then what part of this employee manual are you subject to?
The terms for insurance, that employees pay 10% of the insurance, and what that falls under, or if we go through it individually, the values, the code of ethics, the basic personnel policy, well, so it's an application for employment, those employee compensation, employment benefits, medical, IMRF, retirement plan, and actually, you know what, there is a
Or,
page.
I mean,
Hang on one
is the
second.
township code really what you're subject to rather than this employee handbook?
Say that again, I didn't.
Is the township code what you're actually subject to rather than this employee handbook?
As well, correct.
Okay.
Correct. We do have, hang on though, there is a statement. been a while. We've been working on, finished this up a while ago, so it's been a little.
I mean, I mean, what I have read about it.
Right.
It seems straightforward,
Yes,
good
but
policies
There
for
is a
our
page
employees.
here, yeah. There's something specific. Let me just find it. I want to find that.
I don't have any problem approving this tonight. I'm just
Neither, but-
asking,
Yeah, but no, there's a statement in here that actually answers that question, and I found it at one point, but I need to find that. But I will bring that to the next meeting and share that with you instead of
Okay.
going over it here, just for clarification so that we have that. And actually, if you don't mind, I would rather hold off and have that answer before we do approve it.
okay,
Yeah.
so
Just
since
that
it's on the
we can all be on
agenda,
the same page.
I'll make a motion that we table the employee handbook until our next meeting.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fisher.
Aye.
Trustee McDowell.
Aye?
Trustee Deteen.
Aye.
Trustee McKinney.
Aye.
Chairman Neal.
Aye. Next item is discussion regarding low-income home energy assistance program. I shared with you just a chart. We got the information back from Community Action Partnership, and we actually provide the Zion residents the opportunity to come to our office instead of going to Waukegan to complete the LIHEAP applications, which is assistance for those that are disabled, seniors, and those that are 150% below the low-income barriers with getting assistance on their utility bills, and it's directly credited back to their utility bills. And so last year, we figured out a system to be able to help more seniors because there's only 4 of us in the office doing appointments every half an hour. And CAP stopped going to the senior buildings. And that became a huge issue because there's so many seniors at the senior buildings, there's no way to be able to help them. And so them getting down to Waukegan to complete the applications was an issue. So Adrienne and I went over to Carmel House and completed the applications, and we realized that we don't need a half an hour per application. And we were actually able to complete in, I think it was like a 3.5 hour period over 40 applications. So we started a new system, and we do walk-ins when the window is available from 2 until 4 o'clock on Wednesdays. And we were able to see, as you can see on the chart, the number of individuals and applications we were able to complete. The April month was a lull when people had them completed, and then May people realized the money was running out. But just to share with everybody, this year we were able to see 382 residents to the tune of $142,171 this year. So that was pretty huge. Last year, we made the change last year, moving halfway through the system, and we saw 322 people last year to the tune of $118,261. So we increased substantially 60 additional residents that we were able to serve. So really proud of being able to bring this added revenue into the community so that they don't have to go outside to get that. Just wanted to share that. There's no item that we need to do on that. I just wanted to make sure. The other item I wanted to share with you is the summer work program. We had the opportunity for 35 kids. Only 32 made it through the process. They have to apply through the county in February. They go through an interview at our office on a Saturday. Then they go through another interview with us. And then showing up the first day of work, they go through a training program. And of the 35, 32 actually stayed. We had a couple of them that decided that it was too much work to get up and actually do that, and they didn't want to do that. We've had to release one student for some issues that just attitude issues. But other than that, we have 31 kids in the program that it's going incredible. The mentors are doing wonderful. I've had some great feedback from seniors in the community that have gotten some work jobs done, and they work at the farmer's market, and they're doing the Adaptive Highway, and the lockers at the high school, doing a lot of work at the Park District. When our funds went low and we were afraid we would have to pull this program, I went to the Park District, and they actually pay half of the salary for the supervisors. So they pay that, and then the kids actually do the work in the Park District, cleaning up the parks, painting, weeding, doing different things there. So it's been a really positive win-win partnership working with that. So our program ends a week from Friday, and I included in your packet an invitation. I would love to have you stop by. One, to be able to see these incredible kids and all that they're doing. Two, to see Calvin King III. He is a Zion Benton graduate from our grade schools and our high school, and he has a production company out of Chicago and he's just going to come and do a program with the kids on being a buddy, not a bully, and it's a really powerful program. I'm really proud of Calvin. And so if any of you can make it, dinner's going to be at 5 o'clock, and we're going to be having Piggly Wiggly chicken and Culver sides, and then doing the awards for the kids after that. So I would love to have each and every one of you there if you're available. So any questions about that program? Anything that you've heard? Anything positive, negative? Nothing, everything's good. Okay, good. We did have one youth that graduated a bunch of years ago stop one of the supervisors today and ask if he could work for the township, and he was like, no, you're too old for this program. And he said, well, then can I come back and speak, because I want to share with everybody what a difference it made to me. And MacArthur White, who has been a supervisor with me since I started, he came back and he was like, do you remember that kid? And I was like, I don't. He was like, I do. He was a problem. He was a big problem, but he stayed through the whole program, and now he wants to come back and share, what it meant to him. So I thought that was neat. So they were working on that today. And so, okay, moving on. Item 13, discussion regarding Zion Fire and Rescue Department tour. So we brought in as many of the firemen. We had 3 different shifts, 3 days in a row, and there were 6 or 7 of them each day, and we gave them a tour. We showed them our video and explained to them the different things that we do at the township. So, and then we had a discussion about how we can work even better together than we're already doing. And what we came up with were putting together packets of information that the firemen can have when they go on different calls, so that if there's an individual that they know needs additional information or assistance, they can give them the little purple packet with the resource sheet and the general business card for the individual to be able to call the township. Additionally, for those individuals that they were concerned that they probably wouldn't reach out, they will be asking the resident, can we reach out on your behalf? And so then they would send our office an email that has all of the information about the situation and what their concern is, and then our team will follow up with the resident. And then if the resident gives us permission, we will let the fire department know what we did, but we need to have their permission to let that information go back. So I was really excited about having this kind of a dialogue. If any of the other departments, when you guys put on your city hats, if any of the other departments would like to do something like that, I know that we met with you and Rich Hansen. That was a really good conversation. But if we want to do anything further with that, maybe even just setting up the same system. I left the procedure in your packet if you want to read through that. Maybe do the same thing in the different departments. So we've talked for quite a while about meeting with the police officers. A couple of us just going over when they're in their groups and sharing with them also. It's never panned out, but if we could move forward on that, that would be awesome. So I've never thought about it with the street guys, but they come across residents all the time that need other issues. So if you guys ever have, if there's ever a regular staff meeting where we could come over, or the guys could come over for a tour and know what we do, because
Sure, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. is roll call.
okay.
And the administrators meet about once a week.
Okay. So yeah, so if we talk to somebody and figure that out, that would be awesome. So
I'll run past Ron and see what he.
okay, good, excellent. Yeah, we could have everybody over for donuts and coffee and do the video and the tour, you know, if everybody would be open to that, and then they can just take what information they want or whatever they want to do. Excellent, thank you. Okay, so Assessors Report. Assessor Wickets was not able to be here tonight, but he wanted to share with us a few bullet points. The Zion Township Assessor books were turned into the Chief County Assessor's office on July 13th, 2017. The Chief County Assessor applied a county factor of 10.16 to all parcels in Zion. Assessment notices will be mailed out on July 25th, 2017. The Lake County News Sun publication date will be July 26, 2017. The last day to file assessment complaints will be on August 25th, 2017. He will be holding an event at the Assessor's Office on Saturday, August 19th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. This event will include a presentation explaining the appeal process for anybody that would like to appeal. Exemption applications for 2017 can still be submitted to his office if you haven't filed that yet. This includes the 2017 senior freeze applications. And that needs to happen every single year. So if you have a senior freeze, you'll make sure that you want to make sure that's in place as the property values are going up. That will definitely impact people. When you get your assessment notice, if you can please reach out to Assessor Wickets if you want to appeal it, instead of, there's some companies that actually go out and they try to get individuals to work with them, and we have had a few situations with seniors that came in and were really distraught because they work with the company gets their taxes reduced, and then the payment was half of whatever the reduction was plus 10% or something, and if she didn't pay it within that week, it went up to like a lot more, and it was a crazy situation. So it's not a difficult process. Assessor Wickets will go through it with everybody on August 19th if you would like to do that, and then if you see fit after that, if you'd like to reach out to somebody, but I strongly recommend trying it yourself first. So that's it for Assessor Wickets, and then just a few additional comments. You have the Zion Township monthly report, and just for everybody to know, each month we put on the website a report that says how many incoming calls we had, how many walk-in clients, the half-price taxi tickets that we do, the senior birthday cards, the LIHEAP, the summer work program, the ELF network in the wintertime, referrals to the partnering agencies, as well as our the case managed appointments for general assistance and emergency assistance, and what was paid out for each of those. So if anybody's interested in that, that is on our website at all times. And then in my report, just a few things. I just want to thank the 3 that are able to go to the training next on the 27th next week. I put the flyer in your packet as well that gives the agenda for the program, and as well as the time we can leave and return if we just meet at the township, and we can take off from there. So thank you very much for being willing to attend that. One other thing that we did in this last month, we created a Pay Style or Ride flyer that we're going to be posting around the community that has tabs on it for people to call to be able to use the Pay Style Ride. One of the things that we're recognizing is that a lot of individuals don't realize that that is a resource that don't have transportation. And then one other thing, we are co-sponsoring the free shred event, say that 3 times fast, with Representative Sherry Jessel on Saturday, July 22nd from 9 until noon at Beach Park Middle School, if anybody would like to participate in that. And then just one last thing is a reminder that Congressman Brad Snyder and Senator Melinda Bush's team are in our office the second Wednesday of the month from 2 until 4 o'clock for any residents that have state or federal issues that would like to be addressed. So that is all that I have. Is there anything else to come before the town board? Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Second, any discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Trustee McKinney?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?